Hello. This is Leftovers, episode 5, I believe. Gladys? I don't try to presume much about the titles. I know that the titles are very complex, so I try to. I'm not going to think about it too much. I'm going to watch it and I'll figure it out. I'll think about it later, see if it means anything to me. But thinking about it now, I know the title's going to be. It's not going to be obvious as to. Usually, well, at least based on the last few titles, it's not going to be obvious as to what it means. Last time, the Guilty Remnant, they robbed everyone's houses. So terrible. They didn't take and they didn't well they took something. They didn't steal jewelry or hurt anybody's, well, not physically. They took all the photographs because in their world they're trying to, I guess forget people, trying to disconnect, remove yourself from the human equation, so to speak, lose all your feeling emotions and become like us. So a big part of that is we will remove all the memories of your past world that you're holding on to so that you can let go with like us and stuff like that. And our lawyer came and lawyer also came to him for try to get a divorce. But she had that lady read the letter and I was so impersonal and so, you know what I mean? You don't do that. You tell him yourself. If you don't, you're a coward move. And it's so insulting to have somebody you don't even know reading it to you. And bullshit. She doesn't want that. There's something still in her. Lori, there's something still in Lori. I just don't know why she did why did she do this to her family? I don't know. Because it doesn't seem like she lost that much. Not in comparison to Nora Dust. Shit, she lost everybody. You would think she'd be the one to join the Guilty Remnant, but no. She's still holding on to life. She's still trying to find a reason to live, as opposed to the. I guess that's what it is. The Guilty Remnant don't want say they're trying. It's like they're just giving up on life, but Nora is still trying to fight for that. And here's Laura, and she's the one who gave up. It's weird. It's weird. But anyway, that's that. They took all the pictures, and he threw the baby Jesus away. The YouTube channel called Terry Nation was kind enough to give me a breakdown of all the things I missed in the episode, and so thank you for that. And it was a big and open insight on the name of the episode, as well as the bodies they were laid on the ground when freaking Tom. There was Tom and the Julie or whatever, the Asian chick. They found all those bodies in white and stuff. I don't know what that was. I couldn't make sense of what it was. And Terry Nation was mentioning that it was from the last episode or so when our father was in the priest guy. He was inside of the mat or whatever. He was inside of the grocery store, and there was a news broadcast or something talking about the bodies and stuff. And it made me think about the connection between that and the Jesus baby, because those bodies apparently were made so that they could have, for people who weren't able to mourn the people who disappeared. So they made fake bodies that they could use. It sounds so strange, but is it any more strange than the baby Jesus being a representation of a baby Jesus, right? The baby who is in the carrot doesn't matter really, because there was a baby in the, what do you call it, a nativity scene, and then it got stolen, and they found another one. They just replaced it anyway. They all the work he went to try and find a baby to replace it, and they just found another one anyway. They replaced the baby because the baby doesn't matter. It's the representation of it that matters. The baby they found doesn't even look like the old one. They probably replaced it many times. Point is that the baby in that carrot doesn't matter. It's a representation of their baby Jesus Christ. The same thing with those bodies. It doesn't matter that the body is not their loved one. It's just the representation of the body that matters. I think that they were trying to draw a comparison between this and the religious aspect, the religious one, because people can understand that, why that baby is so important, and So as a comparison, and also and a parallel to that storyline, you can understand why these figures are so important to the people. That was cool, and that was very cool to learn about. I have a theory, by the way, on it. Don't tell me anything. But I was watching The Good Place, and then if anyone knows on that show, it gave me an idea that what if these people were not left over? What if they are the taken ones and everybody else was the ones who were left behind? Crazy? Maybe. I don't know. Don't tell me. I'm just putting it out there right now. For anyone who hasn't watched the show, like me, as a theory right now, is I'm just trying to see if I can think of the craziest thing the show could probably do. Now, it's probably one of those things, which is we thought that this whole time that they were the ones who were left behind, but what if they were taken instead? And the other ones were left behind. It does seem completely random as to who was taken and whatnot, but what if the commonality is the ones who were left behind, not the ones who were taken? Well, anyway, the point. What if they were the ones taken, and like on an exact copy of the world? I don't know, but just thinking three-dimensionally, like the Doc Brown said. Okay, just want to put that out there. Don't tell me anything. I'm gonna watch and find out. I'll figure it out. I'll find out. Okay, that is Leftovers. What am I saying? Let's get to the episode. Leftovers episode 5, Gladys. Let's do it.
They are trying to provoke us.
I'm pretty sure they're sleeping in the drain pipe. We could
I've been waiting to see more of
this
this dog situation. What is going on there?
It's the
Okay. Are they reading each other's minds? What's going on here? Oh my god, he's dying? What is wrong, man? What's wrong with him? Man, heartless. All we do is watch. I feel like they really want you to not like these people. Yes! Oh shit! I've been waiting for something to happen to them. What? I actually was scared for a second. Fusion? Oh, what is that? What is that? Baseballs? Oh my god, it's stoning her to death. Holy shit. I thought that was baseballs or something filled with blood, but that's her, right? She's actually talking. What the hell? It's hard, but I have a hard time feeling pity for them. People had enough shit from you guys. Oh, they found the body. What did you expect? Did you expect them not to retaliate eventually? They're already pissed off. I bet you it was that guy who called them cunts. He don't really need a shirt though. Just walk outside without one.
Morning. Have you seen a bunch of my white shirts?
No. Morning, Mr. Garvey.
Oh gosh.
You want me to make coffee?
She's always finding him in provocative positions. They have a common
Are you
enemy.
surprised?
Yeah, are you surprised?
We want them to remember something they want to forget.
Asthma.
Hey, what are you doing? I don't have the resources to protect you.
Oh. Awesome.
Good.
They're actually cooperating.
Thanks.
You boys gonna give me my gun back?
So he
What were
definitely
you doing out
exists.
here?
He is real.
Drinking beers. Hell, you could have been my alibi if you didn't keep blowing me off.
Ballroom sir. So he keeps telling him no.
You got the best you can do.
Jill? Jill?
What happened to her?
Oh, no. Your mom's okay. Your mom's okay.
Oh, he thought it was the mom.
Why are you here?
Last night, a
I didn't
woman
see her
was
cry like
attacked.
that before.
I shouldn't have cried. She wouldn't have cried for me.
Oh, that was amazing. I never seen her that emotional. She's always so unemotional.
I understand. Okay, what you experienced was most likely a panic attack. If it
Anxiety
happens
attack,
again,
panic attack.
take 2 of these.
She's wearing regular clothes.
You look nice.
What the hell? You're talking.
You are overdue for a day off. No.
You don't do days off.
You can talk. You got it.
Like, is this a test?
This is fucking good.
What the hell's going on? I feel like she's not gonna say anything. She's gonna stick to her guns.
You didn't even look. I looked on computer unless you have ticket.
I don't have a ticket.
If they turn up, we'll call you.
Just
They want you
swear.
to surrender so they can sell your shirts on the black market. Stay strong.
It's Nora.
Oh, you know what they say. They'll turn up once you stop looking for them.
See you later, Nora.
Oh, okay, that is. Okay. She got married to a Dust, and I forgot. His name is not
Matt.
Dust. That's what I was thinking.
Where were you 2 nights ago?
He thinks he might have done it because they took
Why?
the church. Would he do that?
You think I had
like everything
something
else
to do
they're
with
painting
what
on.
happened to that woman?
Chief Garvey suggested the curfew, and he's here to explain
They're
exactly
gonna
how
say-
it will go, Chief.
I can't really see it happening. They're gonna tell him, why do we have to stay in our house because one of the GR sons of bitches died or something like that. You can see it already happening. Because they already don't see the GR as people. They don't see them like themselves. It's separate.
That a violent hate crime
race or
occurred.
whatever.
You have to get to a job.
So we have to change our lives because of them?
Yeah, I knew that was gonna come.
It just doesn't seem fair.
Whose side is this guy on?
Us being locked up inside our houses, we didn't do anything wrong.
All opposed.
He got voted right out. Nobody wants a curfew. I thought he was on his side for a second, and then he was saying how it was a horrific thing, and now he's all.
Get all your people together here in 5 minutes. Would be for you all to stay off the streets, but we all know that's not going to happen, is it? Keep these on you at all times. This doesn't have to happen again.
I brought her here, too, just over a year ago.
Gladys.
Gladys sat right there where you're sitting right now, and she began to feel again. I gave her every opportunity to talk. She never spoke one word. Never broke. Just like you.
He's comparing it to her.
I understand the pull. Because the alternative, what we do, is very, very hard. Fire is gonna burn you up until you are but ash.
FSL. What was that, Neil? What am I looking at there?
It means it's easier to stay silent than it is to speak truth. Killing these people is pointless. They don't care because they're already dead. What I want? To bring them back to life.
Must be that one.
Listen, asshole. You don't call me back and then you email my morgue and you pull my fucking body? It's Kevin Garvey from Mapleton. Fuck!
I say fuck too.
Listen, you never should have gotten that call. One of my detectives jumped a gun.
I think that's what they
Excuse
want.
me?
That's what they want to do.
3 vans full of armed agents there by the end of the week.
You serious?
This shit spreads if you let it.
Are you talking about wiping out the guilty remnant?
Guilty remnant. What happens?
They go away.
Oh shit.
They're not your problem anymore.
Who has the power to do that? They were offering to get rid of it. They called it an infestation, like a bug problem. They're just gonna come in and freaking wipe out a whole bunch of human beings. I swear they wanted that body to disappear.
Open the door.
I want you to look for my shirts.
Yes, see? White shirts.
Do they really have it? Why are they such assholes to hold on to it for? Why do you have to fight to get them? It's ridiculous. It's just shirts. They're gonna go back to them now. Wait a minute. Oh, they're wearing black.
My name is Matt Jameson.
Gonna sing?
I didn't know your friend very well, but we are, all of us, no matter what we've suffered, still alive.
Yes, let the doubt flow through
This
you.
woman was one of you, and now she's gone. Any of you wants to,
They're
I
the
invite
fire
you
and he's
now
the water or something
to
like
come
that.
out and join us.
Whoa, what's she doing?
I live what slips.
She's gonna hit him. I don't know what she's gonna do.
watches over-
I feel like that's not enough to just have her
Indeed.
join them. She's gonna freaking attack him. Oh, she's gonna blow the whistle in his face. I knew it. Two sides against each other. Oh, I just wanna punch her in the face.
Fun shirts.
Yeah. Your mother and I are getting a divorce.
Apparently.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
What else to do with
Not
it?
your fault.
I love you, honey.
I love you too.
All these bodies. Okay. So, well, first off, the title of the episode is much more obvious this time. I spoke too soon in the beginning. It's not as cryptic as I thought it might be. It's just mentioning her because she is the star of. She is the reason the whole plot in this episode happens. Gladys, I mean. It looks like okay, Sean Killaney, Agent Sean Killaney from the ATF was offering a solution to their problem. They said kill the infestation. I think it sounded like, I thought he meant the guilty remnant. I think he was talking about everybody involved in the situation. Somehow they would find out who did it and kill them, and also remove the guilty remnant so it would never happen again. I think that's what they were suggesting. Not just the remnant, but other people too. I'm not sure. That's what I thought it said. I guess, but how would you even know that? I mean, it would make sense. I thought at first they meant just kill the guilty remnant. Now I'm not sure. But I don't know why, how they could how they can make such a statement. Who the heck is the ATF to be able to do that? What is their? I thought they were alcohol, tobacco, firearm or whatever. What does that have to do with eliminating a whole cult or group of people or something? Kind of weird. So in this episode we see the stress and anger and all that stuff building up, taking a new turn, hits a new high, I guess. And all that tension is burst over into killing one of those people. People are angry. Many people. The problem is the whole town is angry, so it's hard to find a suspect for the murder, especially when no one saw them, except maybe the guy who hunts dogs, which we now know is not is a real person. For a long time, I thought maybe he wasn't even real. He is. Apparently, he is. 'Cause everybody sees him. But I don't know whose side he's on. That guy seems to switch sides back and forth. Matt is trying to take them out. Matt is trying to help them by trying to bring them back to life, so to speak. Doing the hard thing. As he said, silence is hard. Silence is easier sometimes than telling the truth. So in other words, what they're doing is easy. Not talking, not living. Because living is hard. And Matt is trying to break from that. You know, he's gonna go forward, and I mean, Matt is trying to bring them back to life. He's trying to do the hard thing. So it's kind of this the old religion, Christians and all that, versus the new religion of the guilty remnant fighting each other. One holding on to life, the other one trying to give it up, start something new that, you know, without emotion, without feeling. And they both believe their way is hard. Because the lady who just started talking, all of a sudden, she seemed quite happy to, by the way. You would think if she really believed in what she was saying, it'd be harder for her to do that. But because, you know, Christians don't take a freaking day off. That's not how that works. You don't get to take a day off from being who you are. She said that what they do is hard, and Matt said what they do is hard, is trying to live. So they both kind of have this, like he said, commitment. They both have it. And he tried to appease them, and oh man, Laurie went out there with a freaking whistle, and that's terrible. Just started blowing a whistle at him like he was committing, like he was raping her or something. I hated that shit. It was so annoying. And it's funny because that was given to them by Kevin, so he armed them so that they could protect themselves from this, and it's so awful. So I have a feeling that Laura is never gonna go back to their side. I don't think so. I keep hoping that she will, but it looks like she's pretty committed to it, and I still don't know why. I think that Kevin's gonna end up together with Nora. That's why he's okay with a divorce now, because I think he sees a future. He hadn't given up on his wife, but things have changed, and he also now sees a potential future with somebody else. I think he's making plans. But they do have some chemistry, and they've kind of suffered a lot. You know, Nora suffered a lot, but so has he, and they can have good chemistry together. So that's probably gonna happen. It's probably gonna happen. I don't like the guilty remnants. Nothing you can do to make me like them. I don't think they're supposed to be likable. They're supposed to be controversial. I don't know. They're definitely an interesting. They definitely get your emotions all going, because they piss me off more than anything else. But I think they're supposed to too. They're supposed to be this. What's sickening about it is that if it was just a couple of crazies, you could ignore them, but they're slowly growing in numbers, and they're actually pretty smart. And so it's annoying because all they do is stand around, but they're slowly gaining followers. It's maddening to think, why would someone do this? Why would someone join these people? But they're slowly growing in numbers. It's crazy how they're slowly taking over the freaking country 1% at a time, and you're gonna watch it happen. You're gonna let that happen. What are you gonna do? I don't know. Are you gonna pick up a rock and start attacking, or what? I can't blame the people who did that. I understand why they're doing that. Just they had enough, and no one is doing anything about it, and we just don't want to deal with you guys anymore. Every time I see you, my heart drops a bit, and I freaking die a little more inside because you guys just you guys are just persistent on this terrible message and being reminded of the horrible things that happen, and it just pisses everybody off. It just hurts everybody. No one wants to see you guys. They just keep doing it over and over. They're freaking terrible. Terrible, terrible people. Terrible. They even ask for help, and then they spit it in your face. It's so weird. It's so weird. There's like there's no gratitude. They just use you for help, and then they go ahead and, stab you in the back by taking your pictures away and stuff like that. It's so weird. It's so weird. They don't have any gratitude or whatever. You never heard of, one thing deserves, I mean, they helped you. You don't help back. What's going on here? Not saying you have to, but as a good Samaritan or somebody, thankful for what happened, for someone helping you out, you should be returning the favor. I like that Kevin helped them out, but it's kind of becoming more regretful as time goes by, because they did nothing to help you out. Not that that has to be the case, but it would be really terrible if, not that they have to help you, but it's terrible if Kevin ends up helping them out and then something bad happens to Kevin because he helped them. It would be terrible. As in, he helped them to get where they are. Would be really, really bad. I would hate to see that. I don't want to think that he ends up being the perpetrator of his own demise, the creator of his own demise. And we didn't see Tom them at all in this episode. I really want to know what the hell's going on there. Also, what the heck was that Neil lunch bag thing about? What was that? They dropped on the guy's doorstep like a bag of poo with the fire thing, like lying a bag of poo on the doorstep, and like a prank. It looked like a prank, but they left it at. Who is Neil? I don't know the cat. Do I know a Neil? I'm a little confused. I'm really confused. But they left that bag there. We never came back to it. What was that about? Now that I think about it, don't know. But okay, that is for this episode. I gotta believe they're heading somewhere with that. Don't know where. Don't know what the hell's going on. But sticking to it. That is episode 5. Leftovers Gladys. See you guys in the next one.